smile. Come on, Tyler. No smile from me, Tyler? Ari, no smiles today from you? Sean? There you go. Damien, can I get a smile from you? Okay, I'll take a thumbs up. Gianna? Hi. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Christian. Hi, Dimitri. Hi, Jack. Hi, Zach. Hi, Austin. I think I got everybody. And Christian. All right, good. Nice to see you all. I'm really glad that you're here. To start today, I am going to share my screen, and then we're going to go over today's lesson. Share screen. Share this over there. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Great. Aren't you proud of me? I'm getting my screen sharing down. Thanks, Stephanie. Yay, Damien. I deserve applause. Okay, warm up. Solve the problems and show your notes in your show your work in your notebooks. Does everybody have their notebook or a piece of paper and a pencil? And then I want you to go ahead and answer problems 1 through 4. They're all different operations. They're money, but they all have 0 cents, so that will make it easier for you. I tried to use some simple numbers. So I want you to try each operation and solve the problem. I'm going to give you 5 minutes, okay? Write the answer in your notebook, write the problem, the answer, and if you need to show any work to calculate it, okay? Everybody good? Everybody good? Awesome. Like to see those thumbs up. Okay, guys, give you 5 minutes. Go ahead. We'll go over it, and we'll keep moving.
Okay, so we are learning about money today.
Looks like everybody's working hard. Sean, you doing okay? You look a little confused.
Hi. Are those working?
Dimitri,
Yeah.
do you have your camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can, turn it on. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Okay, raise your virtual hand if you have a question for me. You have 2 more minutes.
Okay, now, if this was my first one,
Alright, this is really good because I don't see any hands up. I see Tristan raising his hand. Tristan.
Okay, so I'm just getting this coin thing set. Well, we're learning about money, so
Right.
so we're gonna do this. So I'm going to do this now.
Okay, great.
$600 plus 80
I like when.
$30, 300, and 100 divided by 20 is.
Hey Jake, if you could put your camera on, that would be great. And we're working on solving these first 4 problems. So if you can see them, nod your head. Okay. I'm going to give a couple more minutes, and then we're going to go over the answers.
20 equals 100.
1206, 1208. We'll do it.
So 20 goes into 10 one time.
Ariana.
Hey, Macy, and also, can I just tell you something? Today is Marshmallow's birthday.
Happy birthday, Marshmallow. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for sharing, Ari.
2 years old. 2 years old.
So here are my coins.
So yeah, let's have a concept. Ari loves to show her funny stuff. What's Christian doing? I think he's dancing. Hey, Chris, what are you doing?
I'm closing my blinds.
Ah, looked like you were dancing.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
I was trying to figure out what you were doing. How you doing with your work?
I'm already finished anyways.
Okay,
Well,
awesome.
I'm actually
I'm just going to answer Tyler, and then, hey, Tyler, what's up?
Oh, no. I just wanted to let you know that I was finished.
Oh, okay, awesome. We're going to go over the problems now. So if you haven't finished, follow along, and you'll see the answers. Okay. With who wants to tell me what the answer to number 1 is? Any hands?
No, this is different. Classwork.
Oh, okay.
I have it.
Zachary.
The answer to this is $680.00.
Perfect. Now, after your answer, what are you going to put in front of your answer?
$.
Perfect. That's exactly right. So you should have $680.00. All right. Tristan?
Yeah, and so I know the answer to number 2. $2,500 minus $1,500 is $1,000
And how many cents?
and 0. And also now here was my second question. There will be 8 ones. There will be 8 questions for this lesson. There are 8 things that I'll tell you in different parts of the lesson.
Okay.
These
Can
are
I meet you now so we can
and they
go
are
on?
all about the subject.
I'm going to give you a little time at the end to tell me everything. How's that?
Okay, so there are different times that I'll be telling you these stuff.
Okay. Well, just raise your hand or keep it to the end, and we can chat for a minute or 2. Okay. So number 3, that's a little tricky. So, Damien, did you get the answer to number 3?
Is it $250
Dollars.
and $250?
That's exactly right. Did everybody get that? Yep.
No.
No? Okay.
I didn't get that.
Did you get to that problem yet, or you didn't get there yet?
Oh, I did. I just didn't get that answer.
Okay, well, let me help you. First thing you're going to do is you're going to, the last four numbers, top and bottom, are zeros. So you're going to bring the zeros down below the line and put a decimal point behind that because there's no sense in.
It's like times. It's times.
So write that down.
Okay.
I'm division. I'm divisioning.
I thought you were number 3. Tyler, were you number 3 or 4?
No, I'm finished.
Oh, who is asking me a question about number 3? Anyone asking me a question about number 3? Are you the one that asked?
No.
All right, so did everybody get $250 for number 3? We're carrying down the zeros, then we're doing another 0 because 0 times 0, and then 5 times 5 is 25.
Division.
Oh, the
Yeah, it's
division.
like no, the dot $5.
The division, if you want to do it in long division, it might help you a little bit. But an easy way to get a clue when you first look at it, 100 is divided by 20. So if you know that fact or you can calculate that fact, you'll get the answer. Problems are a lot easier when there's no sense involved, which is why I did it this way, because I wanted you to try all the operations and use them for money calculations. All right, so did everybody get 5 for number 4? Damien, did you get that?
No.
Okay, here's a clue. You have 100, and we're going to divide it by 2.
Yes.
You can count by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Right? So then you're going to divide that by 20. So for a clue is divide 10 by 2. The first two numbers. What's 10 divided by 2?
Let's see.
You can count in 5s. 5.
10.
So how many 5s are that?
15, 20, 25.
No, you're only going to count up 10. You have 5 and 10. What's 10 divided by 2? What's 2 times 5?
I'm going to work on it in my notebook.
Okay, that's good. Just put number 4 down and you work on it. And we can do extra help with division if you want. Just give me an email and let me know.
Okay.
All right. So does everyone get what we were trying to do here by solving the equations with money?
Wait. I didn't finish number 4 yet.
Okay. Well, write it in your notebook and you can finish it up later because we need to move on. Okay?
Okay.
We're out of time. But it's 100 divided by 20. Okay. The next slide, we're going to be talking about receipts today because receipts are loaded with math. Now, a receipt is a piece of paper that you get from someone as proof they have received money or goods from you. You can find a lot of information on a receipt. How many of you are familiar with a receipt? Do you know? Give me an example of when you might get a receipt. Anybody? What happens when you go to the Oh, Zachary. Zachary.
When you go to the supermarket, when you pay for all your food, and when the person is done putting the food in the bag, you get your receipt and you see how much money
that you have paid for all your food, and that's the total of how much you paid for.
Exactly. It also provides you with a detailed list of what you bought and a detailed list of how much you spent.
Yeah.
So that's some of the information you can find on a receipt. It's really important to keep your receipt when you go shopping. You know why? I'm going to give you some examples. You got an ugly sweater for Christmas. You hate it. You're never going to wear it. What are you going to do? You're going to take the receipt, go back to the store, and then you'll either exchange it or get your money back. Another example, you're at the supermarket, you checked out, you bought a gallon of milk. You get home and you find out the cashier forgot to put your milk in the bag. What are you going to do? You're going to take your receipt, you're going to go back to the store, you're going to show them, and then they're going to give you your milk. So that's another example. Say you got home and you thought you were supposed to have $20 change and you saw they only give you $10 change. You have to bring your receipt back to the store and then they'll adjust it for you. Does that make sense? Do your parents keep receipts after they go shopping? Also, another reason would be something's broken. You got to bring it back. How do they know you bought it from their store? You have your receipt. I'm trying to unmute you, Damien. Okay, Damien.
So I think I just figured out the division 12.
Okay, what'd you get?
I got 80.
Okay, that's not quite right. You should be getting was 100 divided by 20? You should be getting 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. You can count by 5s.
I know, I already did that.
And if you don't know how to do that, I'm going to give you some, we'll work on that together. I'm going to give you some sheets that will help you with the multiplication, okay? Okay, good. All right, so you can find a lot of information on a receipt. Now, something that we've been doing this whole time since we've been home working is we've been going over a lot of assignments that really boil down to we're collecting information. When we did our schedule, what were we doing? We were collecting information. We were collecting what we did, what time we did it, how long it took, and then we took that information one step further and we expressed it on a graph. Census, we were looking for information. We were collecting information. You did your polling. You got your information. You drew your conclusions, and you gathered information. And the same thing with the census assignment. The stimulus assignment we did last week. So this is just the next logical step, or talking about receipts. Does anyone have any questions? Nope. Tristan.
Well,
Ahead.
receipts can actually be different, like from different places, like restaurants and stores and stuff like this.
That's correct.
Like
your
Target
receipt.
and Publix and Kmart and others.
Yep. Or like if you went to a sports equipment store, that would look totally different than your shopping receipt. So you are absolutely correct.
Well, I'll ask you another thing later on.
Okay. Sounds good.
Now it's on you.
Okay. Moving on. Here is an example of a receipt that Mr. Macy brought me home because he did my shopping yesterday. Damien, do you have a question?
Yeah, I saw one of those before. I saw
Yeah.
it. You public?
Publix, right, and that's where did I shop? It says right on the top.
Wings.
No, I shop at Publix, the name of the store. So when I say where did I shop, I'm looking for the name of the store. Okay, now if you look on the right side of your screen, you're going to have some questions. The first question is how much was spent? I'm going to have to scroll up so you can see the bottom of the receipt because I couldn't fit it on the page properly. So look at the bottom and see if you can answer question 1, how much was spent? The answer is going to be somewhere in the bottom.
Okay.
Anybody can tell me how much was spent. Jack? Can you look at this and tell me how much was spent?
72,
And
82,
yep, $72.82.
$72.82.
Now that is the total of all of the items that I bought. Underneath the order total, it says sales tax. Every time you go to the store, you're probably going to have to pay sales tax on something. Does everyone hear about sales tax? Anyone's heard of it? Nope. Okay, well, sales tax. Oh, Dimitri. Sales tax is collected by the state of Florida. Sales tax is something that the consumer pays when they go shopping. It's a certain percentage of your purchases. Hey, Christian, sit up. Let me see some good posture from you. Okay, so the state of Florida collects sales tax. Now, my $2.51 that I spent on sales tax may not sound like a lot, but if you multiply that by the millions of people in the state of Florida who shop and pay sales tax, it adds up to quite a bit. So that's that question. Now I want you to look at the receipt carefully and what was the most expensive item? You want to look down the list with the dollar amounts. The left is the list of things that you purchased, and then the right is the cost of each item. Jake?
$7.56.
Close, but look a little closer. There might be something that's a little bit more.
Oh, $9.99.
Yep, do you know what that was for?
$10.
It was for...
Parmesan. I can't read that.
Oh, okay. It says wings. So we bought chicken wings to watch during the game, if there was a game. So that's why we bought the wings.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now look at the bottom again. Was any cash given back? Have you guys ever gone to the store with your parents and they pay and then they get cash back? Like at the supermarket? Anybody understand that? Anybody's parents? Christian?
I don't think.
Okay, good. It looks like everybody
I
gets
don't
that.
think my mom ever got cash back from the store.
But you've seen it happen. You know it could happen. It's possible.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how much cash did I get back? It's somewhere at the very bottom of the receipt. Zach? Zach?
Sorry.
Did you have to say something? I keep unmuting you and you're not letting me unmute. Zach, okay. Zach, were you going to say something? You keep muting yourself. All right, there you go, Zach. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, because I was gonna tell you how much you spent in all.
Okay, how much did I spend in all?
You spent over $92.82.
Correct. Some of that was cash back, though. How much cash did I get back? They might type in this page. Yep, $20. That's right. Because the total of all of my items that I purchased were $70.31. My sales tax was $2.51. When you add those together, it gives you a grand total of $75.82. I hope you're following on the receipt.
This is Macy.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. When you're unmuting one of the students, you have to give them a chance to hit. When you unmute them, what's actually happening is you're prompting them to unmute. So there's a delay. So they have to when you hit it, give them a chance to unmute, and then it'll happen.
Okay.
You're probably thinking when you click, it unmutes automatically, where it doesn't. So every time you click it, you're actually muting them again.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
So it's one of those, there's a little bit of a delay, so you got to give it like a second. Okay?
Thank you.
All righty.
Okay. So we answered the question, was any cash given back? I got $20 back. Now look at the bottom of the receipt again. How did I pay? Did I pay with cash or did I pay with a debit card? If you look at the bottom, you'll see Zach. Let's try what Mrs. Pidgeon said. Okay.
But you paid with credit card?
Yep, you see it says debit payments on the bottom, the second to bottom line.
Yeah.
Okay. So where it says debit, that tells you it's a debit card. If I paid cash, it would say cash there. So if you go back, if you went shopping and you wanted cash back, they're going to say, no, you used a debit card. And so you won't get the cash back, but you'll get a credit on your card.
So wait, what you're basically saying is when the parents use the credit card, they don't get no money back?
They can if they want to. When they go to the when they go to check out, they'll say, do you want any cash back if you're using a card? And you say yes or no. How much do you want? Usually they give you the most $40. So it saves you a chip from going to the bank. It comes out of your account. It's your money, but it saves you a chip to the bank, like I said. Damien, you had something to say?
I was about to say that.
You going to say that?
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Great minds think alike, huh? Okay.
Okay, now the
All right, next question. How many pounds of bananas were purchased? Tristan, I'll be with you in a minute, okay? How many pounds of bananas were purchased?
So
look at the list of the number of the items. Where you see bananas, look underneath. It's going to tell you how much per pound, how many pounds you bought.
What you are about to say is
and then how much it costs per pound.
So what you're about to see is that there are bananas on there.
Christian.
2.53 pounds.
That's great. Very good. So now you can see how they calculate that when you buy something that's bought by the pound, they weigh it. They
wait, but that's a total of 0.69 pounds. Like,
because bananas cost $69 a pound. Okay, cost $69. Who's talking? So you have $69 a pound for your bananas, but 69 cents. But you're buying $2.53 pounds. It's a little more than 2.5 pounds. So you're going to take the number of pounds by the cost per pound. That's how you're going to get your answer. You don't need to figure that out because they figure it out for you on the cash register. That makes it easy. All right, Tristan.
So what you said is the pounds of bananas that you brought. I don't know what day you brought those bananas.
You don't know what you brought them?
Well,
yesterday.
Bananas. Well,
the date. The date is not on this particular receipt.
I don't think the date was there, and the bananas. Well, I think there were 9 questions, and we're still on number 5. And bananas. The bananas. I think you like bananas, right?
Yeah.
And the bananas you see. So guys, this is the Publix. This one is from Publix. So they are bananas. They cost, and they also are. Hey, what are you doing?
Give me lunch. Sorry, keep going.
Anyways, Sorry about that. My dad was interrupting me.
No problem.
Anyway,
My dad-
so as I was saying, the bananas cost, I think they always have $1.75.
Well, the prices change a lot.
Yeah,
But
well,
since-
I guess I had nothing else to say right now, so this is the time to mute me now. You can continue now.
Thanks, Tristan. All right, so now I want you to look at the receipt because there's so much information on here. Tell me, what is the name of the store manager? Ariana. Oh, Christian. I'm sorry, Christian.
I know what it is. Jason Cray.
Jason Krebs. Do you know him?
No, I do not know him.
I'm just joking.
I haven't seen a manager just yet.
Okay, well, he's the manager of the store. So if you had a problem with your receipt or your purchase, you're going to go back to the store and you're going to know exactly who the manager is, and the manager will be able to help you straighten out your problems. So that's why it's important to have that information. What time was the purchase made? We're not going to know because the public's not putting the time on it. But I can tell you it was about 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in
the afternoon, 2 p.m. So let's just assume that that was the time. Now I want you to look, and I want you to tell me what is the zip code of the store. Look at the address
Austin.
and look for the zip code. Let's see, Stephanie. See the zip code. You see the addresses at the top?
Mhm.
Now read the address and look for where the zip code is.
Right there. 33063.
That's correct. Your zip code will always be at the end of your address after the state. So Florida,
That's 3063.
33063. You all have zip codes. You all have different ones depending on where you live. So there's so many publics around that this will help you know exactly where you go and exactly where you were, so you don't forget if you have to take care of any transactions. And we did the zip code of the store, and then the last question is how much was sales tax? I'm going to tell you that it's at the bottom of the page, and look carefully.
2.51.
Which is how many dollars and how many cents?
$2.51.
Great. Zach, did you want to say something?
$2.
Did everyone get the answer? Thumbs up. Everyone see where the zip code is? I mean, everyone see how much the sales tax was? Okay. Awesome. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about sales tax. Now, sales tax is a tax on retail purchases. It is expressed in a percentage. Now, in the state of Florida, the sales tax is 6.5%. However, for our purposes here in school, in class, we're just going to make it 5% because then the problems will be easier to do at first. So, the sales tax is 5%, and I spent $100. So the first thing I need to do is I need to change the percent into a decimal. Does everybody understand how 5% becomes 0.05?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone need any extra help with that? Anybody need a shortcut? Okay. So then, to solve the problem, we have $100, 5% sales tax, and so how much money does that equal up to? It says it right there. But does everyone understand how the answer was gotten? You're multiplying 100 by 0.05. Okay, we're good to move on. I can't really tell. Anyone have a problem? Raise your hand. Okay. Now, so math now, we're going to calculate the sales tax on the following amounts. So number one, we just did. So try and remember that. Remember, you're going to multiply the three numbers by 0.05%. And that's how we get our sales tax. So we're going to be multiplying. Austin, do you need me? Austin?
No.
Okay, I saw your hands. All right, get started on this. Write this in your notebook. Come on, Dimitri. Sit up. Do your work. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do this, and then we'll go over the answers.
All right, so the total amount would be $160.00.
I can see on your faces you guys are working really hard, most of you. Sean, how are you? Sean? How are you doing? Are you understanding it? Or not really? Are you understanding it, Sean? Okay. Tyler.
Am I following the sales tax?
Yes, we're calculating the sales tax. The sales tax is 0.05. It's 5%. So what you're going to do is you're going to take $100, multiply it by 0.05, just like we did here. This is the answer to the first problem. Tyler, do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, see how I put that on the screen? Okay, so this is the answer to the first problem. I showed you how I did it. Okay? 5% of 100 is $5. That's right. Someone's mom knows sales tax. Thank you. Okay, so we know number one is $5. Anyone have answers for 2 and 3? Let's see, Zach.
Oh no, that's something different. Yeah.
Zach.
For the first one, which is $5.
Hey, Zach, do you have a question?
Yes, I'm really stuck on this.
Okay, which one?
With the 5% thing.
Okay, let's go back to this one again. Okay, sales tax is 5%. When you turn 5% into a decimal, it becomes 0.05%. Basically, you're going to take this decimal number, you're going to put it here, you could before the 5 and then a 0. It'd be 0.05.
It's erased. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else have a question? Christian, are you raising your hand or is that just your foot? Put your feet down. Sit up straight. Come on. Sit up like an executive at his office meeting. Okay, so we're moving on. 5% of 100 is $5, which means what would 5% of $10 be? Dimitri. Dimitri. Are you raising your hand?
Hold on.
Dimitri, were you raising your hand? You're on mute. I'm sorry. Takes a minute. Just hold on, Dimitri.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, Dimitri, I can hear you now. I got you unmuted. What's up?
Okay, so the answer is 5 cents
That's correct.
for me. Oh.
So, what would the answer for number 3 be? It's going to be 5 times the amount of number 2. And then number 3, the answer would be $2.50. $2.50. Oh, number 2. No one caught the error on number 2. Okay, 5% of $10 is how much? That would be 50 cents. Because 10 times 0.05 equals 0.5. And then number 3, something that I want to do I like to do when it's an even number is count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, which is $2.50. All right. And we'll go back over actually, you're going to have your homework tonight is going to be this. So basically, let's go over these questions real fast. Why do we pay sales tax? Anybody? Anybody want to tell me why? Jack, why do we pay sales tax? Jack, are you there?
I don't know.
You don't know. We talked about it. We pay sales tax because we pay it to the state based on how much money we spend. That's how the state collects money, is from sales tax. So we pay sales tax so that the state can collect money to spend money on things that the state has to pay for. Now, where does sales tax go? We went over that too. It goes to fire department, schools, road construction, police, fire, EMT, hospitals, and the list goes on and on. That just doesn't come from nowhere. We pay into it when we buy things, and then the state collects it, and they spend it on all the different things. And a lot of it has to do with the information from the census, how they're going to spend the money. So that's where our taxes go, to spend on things that we need for our community. Okay, why is it important to save your receipt? Jack, can you answer that question? Yes, you can.
But I don't know.
Why would you need to save your receipt?
I don't know.
What about if you bought something and you didn't like it and you went back to the store? What would you need to prove that you bought it from that store?
A receipt?
Exactly. So you need to save your receipt. So if you need to return something, you need to save your receipt so you can make sure that all the items on your receipt are in your shopping bag. You need to save your receipt if you buy something that's broken and it needs to be taken back to the store. So those are just a few reasons. And if you want to discuss it with your family just to see what their reasons are, because there are so many reasons to keep your receipt. It's really important. I'm sure a lot of your parents do it. Okay, we are out of time. So I am going to adjust your homework since I didn't give it. I see that, Jack, thanks. Since I didn't get a chance to go over it real quick, there's pages of receipts, Very simple receipts, and there's 5 questions on each page. All the information you can get from the receipt, because remember, we want to look and collect information and decide what's important. There's a bunch of pages like this, and they go very fast. And then the other assignment is going to be multiplication problems. Okay, someone is chatting. All right. Hi, Harold. All right, everybody.